This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Caps of Dublin taking on the Houston Texans. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for 2nd down. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I can see Morgan trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. When you look at this defense, coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Stroud on third down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Come on. Hey, check that. Street.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Texans at 6-2 to start play. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
65 catch.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now 2nd and 9. Robinson with another carry. Up the right sideline. Now look out. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 78 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run.
From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps, and they were pretty much running to the quarterback, viewing him as the bigger threat. And look at that wide open space. And he rumbled for big-time yardage.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand,
Let's go now.
now is 2nd and 10.
Go.
Stroud looking to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. About 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll try again. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Okay, break.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pierce. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Pierce will try to pick it up. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll set up a throw. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Caps have got it back to within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left early in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On first down, here's Stroud. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
Let's go now.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Stroud. Looking sideline, incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this 3rd quarter of play. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Dublin. Ready.
Give left side for Pierce. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And some room to maneuver. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 55 yards. And the Caps have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
70, go!
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
Stroud and company going for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Play action. Stroud now. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to the ground with Robinson. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Stroud. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down. To get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And he is going to be stone cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now this time he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19. Line of scrimmage to the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hand off left side, Pierce. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Texans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They get the crucial turnover just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Go, Reed, go.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Robinson on a give right side. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pick